White Mamba, Nyokayam Pembe. He's the commander of the kids based out of Wala Yamasa. As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired CRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back home. All the adults taught them was how to use a gun. Sure, they could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the White Mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts. We have no idea where he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing. He's still a kid, so don't kill him. Be careful not to hit him with anything lethal. Not even a flesh wound. Our mission objective isn't just suppressing a bunch of militants. This is a DDR operation of the kids in that unit. DDR stands for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration. Disarmament is obvious. We take their weapons off their hands. The demobilization part means dismantling their military organization to ensure they can't arm themselves again. To do that, you need to capture the unit's commander and have him order his men to disband. In this case, the commander is the White Mamba. There's nobody above him, so he's all we need to grab. Finally, reintegration. Through education and occupational training, we give them a means to live besides war. A lot of kids born in a war zone don't know any other way to live. So before they find themselves back there, we teach them another skill. I'd like to establish this rehabilitation process at Mother Base. That's why we're bringing those kids back here. It's not so much for their sake. It's for the world that we're trying to create. No other way about it. Those kids are amateurs. Bad for business to have them running around where we're trying to work. Bring them all back if possible. Or as many as you can. We placed the White Mamba and the rest of his unit in the staff living quarters. How's that going? It's a disaster, but what else can we do? We've taken away his weapons and banned him from using his nom de guerre. Apparently his real name is Eli. He must feel like we stripped him of his whole identity. We'll let things simmer down. I put a guard on him for now. Still the question is, who is he? Where did he come from? And how has he survived? He's still not talking. No, he won't say a word about himself. But you know, it looks like he speaks English. One of the deck crew called out to him in English, and he said something back. He just lost it all of a sudden, started mouthing off at the guy in perfect English. He wasn't stringing together words he picked up somewhere. So English is his mother tongue? He could be from the east, or the south, or maybe even further north or south. English is well established in countries all across the continent. It's rooted in Africa like a weed, or maybe parasite is the better word. So just speaking English doesn't help us figure out where he comes from. Could even be from off-continent. Right. In any case, we'll keep an eye on him. If we learn anything else, I'll be sure to let you know.
The whole base is busy getting ready for Peace Day. Miller has finished writing his song, so I went with Professor Galvez to listen to it. Miller was really into it, humming away as he played the song on his acoustic guitar. But the song melody did not match up with the guitar chords at all, and it sounded more like a mess than music. Miller's very enthusiastic, but I think he's tone deaf. I guess the guitar backing sounded good at least. But as I was wondering how to break it to Miller, Professor Galvez took out an odd instrument. It was just two antennas sticking out of a box, more like a radio than a musical instrument. He said it was invented by the Soviets, but why would Professor Galvez own a Soviet-Russian instrument? I asked him, and he told me music has no borders. Well, I cannot argue with that. Good music is something people of any nation can appreciate. Why not abandon war and just make music together? But anyway, the professor offered to try playing the melody on his instrument in time with Miller's guitar. It was like something from another world. But somehow, it fit Miller's guitar backing really well. It even gave the song a charming, down-home kind of feeling. Miller was overjoyed. "That is it! That is my melody right there," he said. It sounded totally different from when he sang it. But hearing the professor's version, I thought I could probably sing it. Then Miller hit me with the next bombshell. "Buzz, you write the lyrics." I did not know whether to scream or to run out of the room. There was only 1 week left until Peace Day.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. The infection rate, along with the number of dead, are both on the rise. If we don't find the cause, and soon...
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House? This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. It could be a counterplay by Skullface.
That's insane. You mean they weaponize parasites?
Parasites as weapons. That definitely falls under the Biological Weapons Convention. But it's something the world would never see coming. And no one's ever developed a vaccine for parasites.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa?
It may be. But if it is, how do the Yellow Cake and Walker Gears fit in? There must be something bigger we're not seeing. Anyway, our priority now is to prevent more casualties.
The medical team is studying the infection, but we can't treat anyone until we know the root cause. All we can do right now is halt the spread of infection. Remember before, boss? When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil-filled facility, those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after Cypher. The infection could have come from elsewhere. But at the very least, she does know something.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who've become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go on.
Can't you see it's just like I said? Bringing her here was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us.
Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss. There has to be a way to identify who's infected.
Please select a mission. Please specify a project. Commencing platform construction. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a landing heading to Mother Base. Heading to Mother Base.
Boss, welcome home. You need one of those.
Sun will set shortly.
How's it go?
Boss, you need supplies. We're here for you.
Thank you.
Oh, Snake. What is it, Snake? Oh, somebody took this while we were fishing. That day, I figured out that it doesn't really matter if you catch a fish or not. Just waiting for a fish together can be the most fun of all. Oh yeah, Chico got all worked up and almost fell into the sea. When they do some more fishing, tell me, okay? I'm sorry, Snake. My head hurts. Could you let me rest?
Please select landing zone.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
The target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find a route. Find a man.
Be careful down there, boss.
Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You made it to the Ditati abandoned village. That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere. It could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
So, algeval luister, ons kan nou inbel vir ligresteun as ons dit nodig het.
Dank Vader, uiteindelik. Die helikopter ondersteuning verander alles hier.
Presies. Grondtroepe kan net soveel reg kry.
In ieder geval, hierdie is joune.
Ja, dit.
The map has been updated.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Wat het dit te doen met die vinde?
Moet ek weet. Dis onmoontlik om die tyd te hou met al die bande tussen die soldaten en die kant te maak. As die laat aan ons kant te sien. Ons het eintlik teen nog gekontrakteer.
Rust in dat dag.
Dis ek gesê. Ek sien julle.
Ja.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
A prisoner. He might have some information. If you extract him, we'll see what he knows.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Picked up an intel file. According to this information, the target is headed for Gaziba camp. We also have his movement route. I've updated your map. Use the target's route to locate him. Eliminating him will be much harder if he makes it to the Gaziba camp. Take him down on the savannah. He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
You gotta extract him.
Analysis complete.
Boss, that prisoner you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help? Subject is in. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Всем приятного, сулю связь. Хрост умер. Контакт-чек. Умер. Всем приятного.
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him.
Please supplies requested.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Supply drop complete.
Where are the others?
The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Help me!
Okay, subject is in.
C5 Delta 2. Een vriendenbewoner gezien. Wij trekken ons aan de antenne. Het wordt zoek.
Er is C4, begrijp. Het kan een vijandige aanval wees. Alieneren, wakker wees.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Outpost captured.
He's coming too.
Placed.
Roger that.
You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. Caution, rain approaching. Marker removed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Marker placed. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Target is on the move somewhere on the savannah. It's too big a search area to cover without more information. Try interrogating enemy soldiers.
Marker placed.
Boss, the target's made it to his destination. He's inside an enemy outpost. That leaves us no choice but to eliminate him in the outpost. And it won't be easy.
Guard post captured. You have arrived at your destination.
Spit it out. Speak. Where are your friends?
Extraction failed.
You gotta extract him.
Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. Supply drop complete. Clouds approaching. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Tekens van vijandige activiteit. Versterk securiteit. Oor.
Dit is CMP, begrijp. Moeie securiteit voor verwachting. Uit.
Boss, the target's getting away. Let's visit the camp. Security forces must know something about the targets. Why not try getting them to talk?
CP, dit is Delta 2. Bedreiging gewaar. Ga op gereedheid. Oor.
Dit is CMP, begrijp. Oh ja, uit.
Cover me.
Target's made it to the enemy post. It won't be easy, but we still need to eliminate him. You can check the target's location on your iDroid. Target extracted. One of the clients has been dealt with. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter requested.
Dit is CMP, begrijp. Onvoorzitter moet hier op je teken. Uit.
Stand down.
Driving shortly at LZ. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is C-Squad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional. Our trafficker was very talkative. Guinea pigs. That's what became of his kidnapped victims. Says he got a good look at that factory in Zoya Badiabulu when he dropped off some fresh guinea pigs for them, along with our man without a face. His instincts told him to run like the rat he is. Said it wasn't worth the money. Figured he could be next. That's when he went to the NGO for help. He thought that in exchange for his buyer's list, they could set him up with a new identity someplace far away. He had an idea who he was up against, and he didn't want to take any chances. A true rat. But like us dogs, he knew when he smelled trouble. And something else. He said the specimens come from deep in the forest. We don't know what he meant by specimens just yet, but those guinea pig symptoms match what we've seen on the infected at Mother Base. Deep in the forest. Maybe there's the clue we need to beat this infection. Boss, the truth could be right around the corner.
missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Please select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
Boss, about Eli. No matter how many times we talk to him, he just won't listen. He sees everything in terms of victory or defeat and still won't accept that you beat him. We're gonna have to put him in his place. Again. If you don't mind, come back to Mother Base and go another round with him.
Mission list updated. Analysis complete.
Brad finally accepted that he lost. Hopefully now he'll be a bit more obedient.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added. Please select a mission. Please select a landing zone. Landing zone
Roger.
confirmed.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.